Today, ladies and gentlemen, today is the day we get to 6,000 subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel with over 6,000 subscribers. Speak it into existence, and it shall happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Bayern Munich and what we did last night. Welcome back to the show where we talk about what happened last night, man. Oh my goodness. I don't even care about the quotes. I'm telling you, the stats that I picked up, Statman George is right here. The stats that I got from last night, oh my goodness. These stats are amazing. Our players, they did an amazing job. How's everyone doing? Tell me where you're watching from and leave a like as you come in through the door. You can't leave this room without leaving a like. But the stats that I picked up from last night are amazing. What we did last night, especially defensively, if you look on Instagram, the BayernNow Instagram, I posted a very ludicrous stat. Manuel Neuer has made 27 saves in the Champions League campaign. This is his first clean sheet in the Champions League. And that was so crucial. I'll be completely honest. I really did not trust our defense, but Alphonso Davies comes in. He needs to start against Union Berlin. He has to wait. Are we playing Union? Hey Google, who do Bayern Munich play next? Okay, hey Google, who do Bayern Munich play next?
Bayern Munich will play Union Berlin on Saturday at 10:30 a.m.
Wait, I swear we already played Union Berlin. Alright, it doesn't matter. We're playing Union Berlin again, and that's a game. We need a clean sheet. Alphonso Davies needs to start. In my opinion, he has to. Yeah, it is Union Berlin. Leverkusen's after that. And in fact, I was thinking that we'd complete 17 match days before the Hinkru, the winter break. But it's actually not true. We still have other games that pertain to this half of the season. So we don't actually play 17 match days. We have to go to match day 14 after the break, which is only 10 days. Actually, 14 days, thankfully. It's not 4 months like it's at the 4 weeks. That's a long time. So, God, I guess we'll be watching the Premier League for 14 days. But I can't wait. These stats are amazing. I love the fact that I can actually just make stats. All the players that I'm about to mention played in our defense. Okay, let me just give you all the spoiler. Let's get into this, man. Alphonso Davies, Niklas Süle. There's no more to say. Look at these stats, man. Niklas Süle had so many good stats that they ran out of the box. They ran out of the box, man. They ran out of the rectangle. Niklas played quintessentially amazing yesterday. It looks like he lost 20 pounds, man. He was light. He was making interceptions and tackles. But most importantly, he was actually heading the ball. Alphonso Davies, 7.1. Sarr, 10. Wow, you love Sarr. Don't worry, bonus Sarr's in here too. 69 minutes played for Alphonso Davies. 1 key pass, 94 touches, 90% pass accuracy, 11 out of 13 dribbles, 1 big chance created, 2 tackles and interceptions, and 12 out of 15 duels won. 12 out of 15 duels won. Alphonso Davies. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know how he had 15 duels in the game. I don't remember him having 15 duels in the game. But 11 dribbles. That's something Neymar would do in a game. But Alphonso Davies is doing it in the Champions League, just casually. What an amazing performance from Davies. He has to start against Union Berlin. He's our starting left back as far as I'm concerned. Now that Davies is back and fully fit because he played against Moscow, otherwise, he wouldn't have played. Lucas Hernandez goes to left center back. Alaba stays on the bench because Look, we kept a clean sheet without Alaba. If Hansi Flick somehow plays Alaba next game, I will be very disappointed because we kept a clean sheet without Alaba, with all our defenders playing better. Niklas Süle led the back line well. Davies recovered very well, and to a certain extent, Bonasad did well, but I'd still want to see Pavard against Union Berlin. The only change I'd make to that back line now is Pavard coming in for Bonasad, because as much as both of them are just not the best right backs in the world for us, but Pavard is still better than Bonasad by a country mile. So, and the the opponent, Union Berlin, they play very well, man. They play really well. So that's my change for this weekend. I don't know how everyone feels. Are you doing a live reaction to the Champions League draw? That's on Monday, right? I don't know if I can, my guy. I don't know if I can. I think we'll do it after. Yeah, but there's a video coming out, man. I have a collaboration coming out. That's all I'll say. Today, it's coming out today. We're going to be talking about our potential opponents. We have Barcelona we can draw from. We can't draw Gladbach or Leipzig, any Bundesliga teams for that matter. We can draw Barcelona. We can draw Atalanta. We can draw Sevilla. We can draw Sevilla, definitely. We don't want them, though. They're going to be tough. I don't want to draw Sevilla, man. They are very defensive. They have a lot of energy. I don't want to draw them again. We played them in the Super Cup, and they put us into extra time. We don't want that. Yeah, so ideally, we want a team. Well, to be honest, if I'm being honest to all of you, we need harder teams. I want to play Barcelona straight off the bat. We can't draw Dortmund because, no, Dortmund are the winners of their group. People were saying Real Madrid. You want to draw Real Madrid in the round of 16s. You know what? The day we draw Real Madrid on Monday, if we are able to draw Real Madrid, I'll delete this channel. If we can actually draw Real Madrid, I will delete this channel, like, completely. Yeah, like, you won't see me anymore. Like, someone else also, yeah. If you want to draw Real Madrid and you think we can get them on Monday, once we get Real Madrid and somehow you get Real Madrid, I'll delete this channel. Okay, so Davies, amazing performance. Niklas Süle, 90 minutes played, 1 goal scored. He actually had 2 great opportunities, which is why he has 2 shots on target, 3 out of 4 long balls completed. I felt like our passing from the back was a lot better that game. Our long switching of the play was much more clinical, because before I felt like our passes would just go waywards. They'd be too overhit. I don't know. We just played much better passes in that game. We can't win. Real won their group. Yes, that's clearly why I'm saying that. 2 shots on target, 3 interceptions, 1 tackle made, 2 clearances, 2 dribbles completed. It didn't actually say the amount of dribbles completed, but I remember a moment in the game where he got past 2 players. And 1 key pass. Niklas, you baller, absolute baller. I hope Niklas Süle can take this confidence and move it into the next game. Because technically, we didn't really need to win the Lokomotiv Moscow game. I said it'd be a friendly. And look, we're still unbeaten in the Champions League. The last time we lost was in February of 2019 actually. That's almost over a year. That's crazy. That's a long time. Well, it feels like a year, but we all know 2020. We had the Champions League in August. It was all weird. So it's not really been a year, but you know what I mean. It's been an accumulation of a lot of games in that time period. 2 dribbles completed for Niklas, man. Niklas Süle played amazingly well. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but Niklas Süle, Davies, they have to start. I love the fact that Flick wants to rotate, but I feel like center backs, especially defenders, not just center backs, they need to build a partnership with each other. Manuel Neuer, for all I care, could have just been drinking Polar beer yesterday because he wasn't doing too many things. He was just chilling because everyone else was doing their job. And that's what our goalkeeper should be doing, sleeping on the job. Frankie de Jong video. Don't worry, that's coming out. Frankie de Jong. Bonasa, Jerome Boateng. They played fantastically well. Let's just say fantastic performance from both of them. No Porto. We need the hardest team. Yeah. I don't want these Portos. Why does everyone want smaller, easier teams? I want a hard team. Someone that's impossible to beat. See what I'm talking about? These lights, man. Disappointment. I hate these lights. They're like Borussia Dortmund, man. They just hate me. Remember me from the Leipzig game? Of course I do. So look, I want a hard team. I don't want Porto. I'm not sure if I care about playing Porto. Because guess what? The last time we won the Champions League, 2020, yeah, we had Chelsea in the round of 16s, Barcelona in the quarterfinals. And then after that, we had Lyon, an uncomfortable team, but they were still very hard nonetheless because they beat Man City. And then the final, of course, we had PSG. 2013, again, we had hard teams all the way to the final. We had to play Barcelona. Oh my goodness. And every single year, I felt like we had an easier team in the round of 16s. We didn't necessarily achieve those goals. And I'm glad we played Atletico Madrid, the best team in Spain right now. Because guess what? We also got to improve our ability to break teams down. Saludes desde Costa Rica. Hola, hola to my guy from Costa Rica. A difficult team is probably Sevilla. Yeah, Sevilla or Barcelona, but I don't want to drop Sevilla personally because they were a pain for me to watch. They are so annoying. They played with so much energy. 69 minutes played for Boateng. 4 interceptions made by Boateng. 2 tackles made by Boateng. 3 out of 4 duels won by Boateng. 61 touches by Boateng. 96% pass accuracy by Boateng. 5 out of 6 long balls completed. Long balls! Finally, Jerome. Remember when Jerome Boateng could just play like a quarterback? I swear, there was a moment in his career where this guy could pass the ball anywhere with either foot. He'd take his right foot, bang, left foot, bang. And the ball would be always, it'd just be magnetic. It'd get to the position you wanted the ball to get to. Now, in the last few games, his passing has just been wayward again. And this game, 5 out of 6 long balls completed. Boateng, his quarterback Boateng is back. Big Mama at the back with the big feet. Those feet could cover any piece of the ball, and he could pass to anyone. I want an easy team because of the FIFA World Cup. We have so many games to play in February. Well, we were going to have games anyways. It just so happens that this time the FIFA World Cup... Nah, I don't want that. See, here's the thing. You want to keep yourself competitive. The Bundesliga is amazing. It's amazing to play Union Berlin. But Union Berlin isn't Barcelona. And even though Barcelona are poor right now, the quality they possess will pose a threat, which is why I want us to have a very difficult team. Even Sevilla to a certain extent. Although I don't want to play them because of how annoying they can be, they can really make things hard for us, and then we can carry that form to later games. That confidence builds. That's what I want. Beating Porto won't feel as good as beating Barcelona or beating Sevilla. You want to beat a very hard team because that can propel you to better things. There we go. 90 minutes played for Bonasa, 125 touches, 85% pass accuracy, 3 out of 8 duels won, 1 out of 3 dribbles completed, 3 key passes, 5 out of 30. God damn, you are really a cross merchant. Oh my goodness. Trent Alexander-Sa, wow, my God. 5 out of 13 crosses completed, 0 out of 2 long balls, 24 times possession law. All right, why did I put that one in? Look, Bonasa is a horrendous baller. I don't think he's Bayern quality, but I think he played very well against Lokomotiv Moscow. Yeah, he did well. He did his thing, but I'd still need to bring Pavard in. There's nothing Sa could do to make me feel like he needs to start over Pavard. Let's just say that. Yeah, I hope Joshua will come back and strengthen our defense even more. I don't even think it's about Kimmich, and I think our defense is just lacking. They lack combustion in duels. They don't have that explosion. And I don't know if they're just all fat, but they need to just gain a little bit more explosiveness. I don't know. So maybe those muscles we keep getting are making our team less explosive. So we need to start losing some weight. Yeah, so that's really where our defense is for me. We just need to improve our ability to control situations more. You saw it yesterday. Chris Richards came in, did very, very well, exceptional. He made like 2 tackles or something. Won all his aerial duels. Chris Richards was quintessential yesterday. He composed our back line. And with Boateng, though, I know he played very well yesterday, but he always seems to come off because of an injury concern. He did it against Barcelona. He came off. He did it against PSG, against Lyon. It's almost as if Jerome Boateng, this guy might as well just get a cane because he's getting real old. Jerome Boateng, getting real old. I heard Klopp apologize to Flick after that ESPN list. Hey, guys, I'm sorry, but I don't really care about these awards. Yeah, and then, I don't know, ESPN, they don't know ball. I don't know, that's why you watch me. Haha, I know ball. I never make any mistakes. Never happens. So, I don't know what you would do with our defense. Look, that defense it's still shaky in terms of the personnel. But I think it always had the quality. I just think we need to play the right players in their correct positions. if I was Flick, I'd just be like, you know what, Alaba, you're leaving next year. I think you're shaky, and I'd just move Alaba out of the team. Alaba played well against Atletico, but that's just not it. That's not enough. He got rested in this game, but I know for sure he's going to play against Union. Nicolas Jula has to start. And then Davies. Look at what Davies did. Davies has to start. Now, he came off in the 69th minute, and Hansi said he could have played 90 minutes, but preserving Davies is important. Davies has to start at left back. Look at what he brought to us. A clean sheet and a lot of amazing moments in the game. Remember Gnabry's chance? No one else in our team can make that pass apart from Davies. Left back cuts inside or gets through that guy and just on the ground pass all the way to Gnabry, and Serge Gnabry almost scores from that opportunity. Alphonso Davies is the only person in our team that can do that. No one else. So let's play Davies next game, man. I don't want to hear this. Lucas a left back, Alaba left center back. Alaba can play left back. Lucas a center back though. We need that. Lucas Hernandez left center back. He's our best natural aggressive center back, and he fits the schedule because Lucas is very aggressive. He fits this type of schedule, and he has the pace, and he's smaller and more agile. He can recover his body quicker. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's do that. I don't know how everyone else feels about that. Gnabry played very well. I hope he continues this form. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, he did come on and do well. Why don't you donate 100 million to Bayern to buy a right back? What right back would I want to pay 100 million for? There is no right back in the world I'd want to pay. Philip Lahm, you available? Nah, there's no right back in the world right now I'd like to pay 100 million for. There's no way. Unless you have one. I don't know. Pavard, Jula, Lucas, Davies. That's the backline I'd go with. Forgot Kouassi. Oh, there you go again. Another great option. But here's the thing. I wouldn't put that type of pressure on an 18-year-old kid. That's too much pressure. He's 18. Let the kid develop. Let him just relax. People are so... It's because we see Davies' development, we see Musiala's development, that we think everyone's development would be like that. It's not going to be like that. We just need to relax and keep our expectations low. I expect Tanguy Kouassi to start maybe 3 games for Bayern. I do, in the Bundesliga. Important games. I expect him to start against DFB, is it Holstein or Kolstein? We play them in February, I believe. Or is it December? I don't know. I expect him to play in those types of games. I don't expect him to be trusted so quickly. We just need to relax, man. We just like pushing players so quickly. The same thing happened with Zirkzee. Everyone started saying Lewandowski's replacement. Lewandowski's this. The heir to Robert Lewandowski's throne. And now we're playing Choupo-Moting because Zirkzee needs to develop. And Zirkzee's 19. And you were all saying this a year ago. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying everyone was saying this. So we need to relax with trying to say Kouassi should come in and solve our defensive problems. He can play right back. That's just not going to be. He's never played right back in his life. How could you just assume that? Lucas is honestly going to be so good in the future. John Jack, absolutely correct. Play Lucas at left center back. Let's do it. Tanguy should be starting this weekend so that he can slowly gain confidence and adjust to Bayern system. Again, that's another point that doesn't make sense. That's not how you get someone to adjust to Bayern's system. Bringing him in for 15 minutes does a whole lot more for his development than starting him and then risking him making a mistake. Union Berlin have been flying this season. They're 6th in the table. I believe we'll make the Union Berlin preview tomorrow because I have a very good video coming out today. But Union Berlin, the Bundesliga table, they are 6th. They're not an easy team. They have Krosa. Is it Krosa? Yeah, Krosa up top. Bro, they're a very defensive team, annoying team to play. They're gonna be just living for counterattacks. So you don't want Tanguy Kouassi to be starting in a game like that to gain experience. All right, what if he makes a mistake? Then technically, by that logic, he'll also lose confidence. Oh my goodness, Bayer Leverkusen are the only undefeated team in the Bundesliga. How is that possible? Wow. Leverkusen. Whoa, Wolfsburg too. But they have a lot more draws. Wow. Hey, the Bundesliga is so interesting. Wow, that's crazy. Dortmund have lost 3 times, yet still managed to keep their manager. Just letting everyone know that. Leipzig are 2 points away from us. Leverkusen are 1 point away from us. So this game on Saturday could be more important than we think because Leipzig and Leverkusen can actually go ahead of us. So imagine if we draw. If we were to draw, Leipzig are ahead of us. Leipzig would be on equal points with us. And if Leverkusen won, they'd go ahead of us. Oh, this league is so interesting, man. It's so interesting. I can't believe Leverkusen sold Kai Havertz and improved. Oh, man. Yeah, and Trimmo, man. Christopher Trimmo. I'm telling you, Christopher Trimmo is one of the best right backs in the league. He's good at everything. He does it all. Our next 3 games will be very difficult. We need Kimmich back. I wouldn't rush Kimmich back. Remember, I had that dream of Kimmich getting a reoccurring hamstring injury despite him getting a knee injury. So the dream made no sense, but the point still stands. Let's not rush Kimmich. All right? I dream about Bayern. I can tell. Look, Kimmich could get injured if we rush him back too quickly. Guys, how many subscribers do you think we can get to this year? We need to get to 6. Not I. We need to get to 6K. I will lose my mind if we're not a 6K, man. Oh my goodness. We need to make some massive change. I don't know. We need something. What do you think about Sabitzer to Bayern? No. Keep him at Leipzig. He just fits them so perfectly. Yeah, I don't know. What's up to the best of word? Which player in the summer would you get if you had a choice? If I had a choice, I'd go for Dayot Upamecano, considering Alaba and Boateng leave. If it's just one of Boateng or Alaba, I'd still do it, but maybe I'd be a little bit more skeptical. Boateng and Alba leaves, Upamecano in. And then you promote Kouassi to a better position in the team. That's so good. And Chris Richards gets more play time because you're only buying one player to replace 2 starters. Right back, I don't know. Honestly, I think we need a new right back. Someone with ability. Do you promote Mamin Sayang from the under-19s? Or I don't know what you do. But we need a right back very quickly. So I'd probably go for a Tariq Lamptey. But I'm sure there's a profile of right back out there that will come out. I need someone that's able to recover very well and tackle very well. But more importantly, Super Bayern, hey! Hey! Super Bayern, hey! Hey! Super Bayern, hey! Hey! Oh, man. That's paying for my lights. Oh, I just afforded a light bulb. Thank you so much, Sam P, with the super chat, with the euros. Okay. Next year, Europa League. Berlin versus Man City. Union Berlin versus Man City. Well, so what was I talking about? So, yeah. So I'd buy a right back, Tariq Lamptey, amazing choice. And we all love our Chelsea products, right? Musiala, Bright Arabi, we love them. So I think we should buy Tariq Lamptey just to make the Chelsea fans feel uncomfortable with that. And I think outside of that, I think we need another attacker. They're talking about Douglas Costa staying, and they're saying they haven't decided yet. Personally, I wouldn't keep Douglas Costa. I think he's just a short-term solution because of his injury concerns. You know, I don't want to go to February and Douglas Costa's out for 3 months. For me, Douglas Costa is very good and he's amazing to watch when he's fit, but I'm so glad he has not picked up an injury since he joined us. I'm so happy with that. But he's still unreliable. I'd just buy Mia Jabozle. I'd buy someone like that. Pavard is amazing. What is wrong with you? Nah, I think we need a right back. That's world class. I don't believe the De Jong rumors one bit. We know how he loves Barca, and it was his dream to play for them. It's just a false report mixed with Barca's financial struggles and Barca's poor form. Hey, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I personally agree with you, but I wouldn't be surprised if De Jong could get out of Barcelona. I think I don't think De Jong can love Barcelona more than he loves his career per se. If Barcelona is not the right environment, he'll probably leave. He has agents around him that care about his career and prolonging it as much as possible. Barcelona right now are a toxic environment. You don't have a president. You're presidentless. And you don't know the direction the club is going. Even Lionel Messi doesn't know the club's direction. And remember, Barcelona is quickly losing its name as one of the best teams in the world. And maybe De Jong wants to win the Champions League, and he doesn't see that happening for Barcelona until a complete rebuild and a complete overhaul happens within the club. So he might want to move because of that. You don't know these things. Damn, did I just give a good opinion right now? Dang. Okay, that sounds good. De Jong or Camavinga? I think it's all about the finances. I'll talk about that in a later video, but I think it has to do with the financial implications of both. If Rennes are telling us we'll take 50 million or less than 50 million, then I take Camavinga. And Barcelona are saying, well, it won't be Barcelona's say, but I think if we can scam Barcelona and pay 50 million, I'd take De Jong over. No, I'd still take Camavinga. I think overall Camavinga, because he has more potential and he's younger. Why don't you? It's not that I don't think Sabitzer wouldn't be a good player for us. I just think he should stay at Leipzig. There's no reason why I should want Sabitzer at Bayern when we have Thomas Müller, and when we're looking at other players, he's not a similar profile to what I want. You know, he's a world-class player at Leipzig, but he should stay at Leipzig. That's my opinion. Barcelona will be the next AC Milan, so they'll be top of their league. Because AC Milan are top of Serie A right now. Maybe you're just thinking about AC Milan from the past, but this AC Milan team is probably going to win the Champions League in the next few years. They could have gotten Ralf Rangnick. They're on their way to win Serie A. They have Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I mean, I don't know if that's just a testament to how poor Serie A really is. Napoli are back, man. They're winning games. 7 wins, 3. Hey, I honestly dropped my interest in Serie A when Napoli sacked my man, Don Carlo Ancelotti, man. I absolutely lost interest, man. Carlo was my guy, and they just sacked him out of nowhere. So I don't care about Serie A anymore. I don't care. But AC Milan are doing their thing, man. They have they bought Sandro Tonali. They have this Calhanoglu guy, whatever his name is. And they have Ismael Bennacer, the next Thiago Alcantara. And they have Theo Hernandez. They really did a very smart rebuild. And we were linked to Pierre Kalulu, and they got him. So you have to understand that AC Milan are winning the Champions League in the next 4 years. Do you watch the one? Yeah, I do watch One Football. Of course I do. Take Pogba from United. He's leaving there in January. Here's why Pogba is one of my favorite players in the world. Of course, you know, my friends think I play like Paul Pogba, and I think I play like a mix of Paul Pogba with Thiago Alcantara. Paul Pogba with a little bit more discipline and more sauce, okay? But here's the thing. Pogba is one of my favorite midfielders, but I don't want him at Bayern solely because he doesn't fit our system. Pogba doesn't fit a double pivot, the way we play a double pivot. He's a number 8, a Mazzala, that needs the opportunity, a team that like Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a big, tall Casemiro in defense, and then they need a Mazzala, someone like Pogba that can drive the team forward. Pogba's unplayable on his day. Juventus, remember when Juventus 2017, Pogba scored. Did he score twice against? No. Was that 2015? I don't know. Pogba, Juventus versus Bayern. Let me search that. He scored at the Allianz Arena, man. Paul Pogba was actually, was it 2016? Yeah, 2016, my bad. So 2016, I believe Pogba scored Juventus both goals. No, he scored in the 5th minute. And I believe he scored in the first leg too. Yeah, but he was actually so good in both those games, man. Paul Pogba was amazing. 2016, not 15 or 17. Goretzka is better than De Jong. They don't even play the same. That doesn't make any sense. That's like me saying Casemiro's better than Modric. Just De Jong and Goretzka don't play the same. If anything, Goretzka's a box to box while De Jong wants to sit deep. Sarr can't cross. Come on. Yes, he can. Yeah, he can cross. Just maybe 5 out of 13 times he'll get it right. But the rest of the times, he's crossing to no one. I mean, that's the whole thing with footballing intelligence. When you have that, you understand. I mean, if you just spend 5 seconds watching Philipp Lahm and the decisions and the types of crosses he tried, you'd understand why people would be skeptical about Sarr. Okay, so I understand where you're coming from. Okay, but leave Sarr alone. We know his ability and his limitations. So if anyone's joining late, look at these stats. And actually, yes or no in the chat. Should Alphonso Davies start the next game? And should Niklas Süle start? Both of them. I think if we're starting Davies, then Niklas needs to start because they both had a very good game. And then I think, for me personally, even though I gave Boateng the match stats, I still think He gets injured around the exact same minute. Everyone's saying yes, yes. What was I expecting? But I think Boateng gets injured around the 82nd minute, the 75th minute, or the 69th minute. He comes off because his back hurts. This guy might as well get a cane. He's getting older. So I play Chris Richards or Lucas Hernandez, whoever's more fit, in that center back position next to Niklas Jula. And then I'd play Pavard at right back and Davies. Both should start. Hakimi's better than Lamptey. Guess what? We could have gotten Hakimi for 40 million, but people thought he wasn't that good defensively, so we didn't sign him. That's not even actually the reason. Wait, so I was right. Well, no, we sold Odriozola, or we didn't sell him, he just left because he was on loan. So technically, I was right. Yes. So remember when people were like, Bayern won't sign a right back, we'll just give Chris Richards the second right back position. And I was like, no, we will, and I want this one. I was so adamant we needed Hakimi. Hakimi would have been perfect for us. We didn't sign him, but we were linked to him. We wanted Hakimi, but we didn't want to pay the 80 billion, even though Milan ended up paying 40 mil for him. Hakimi, no. Dest would have been perfect for us. No, that didn't happen. Why? Because even though our representatives and Dest himself thought we were going to sign Serginho Dest, we didn't want to pay 25 million for him. So Barcelona ended up selling Semedo, who Alphonso Davies absolutely ruined. And then what ended up happening is that Dest moved to Barcelona because Barcelona were allowed to get into the race, despite us being linked to Dest for 11 months. We were linked to Dest since January. Yeah, even before that, we wanted him. And guess what? Financially, it was a smart decision. If you're Bayern's board, you are crying right now because Serginho Dest is rising in popularity amongst the young players in America, or not young people in America. It's a great financial opportunity. It would be great to get into that market further, especially having two American defenders, Chris Richards and Serginho Dest. Dest does not have an American accent, but he plays for the U.S. men's national team. So, and he has, does he have he does have a U.S. citizenship. So that's how it works, because his dad works for the U.S. government or something like that. It's something weird. But Dest could have been amazing for financial reasons. Hakimi would have been amazing because he's a baller. Dest also a baller. Lamptey, we were also linked to Lamptey and Aarons. Max Aarons, we didn't get him because Norwich wanted more money for Dest. And I said this to people. Norwich wanted like 50 mil for Aarons, and everyone was like, no, they don't. I was like, if we're not even gonna pay 25 million for Serginho Dest, who is a superior player to Aarons, then we're not going to pay that much for Dest. And then that's where we're at with right back. And now we have Bonus Sa, and everyone's still complaining about that position. Barca bigger at choking. Oh, shoot, guys. Hey, we need some new mods, guys. So I'm looking at people that are always here. Do you think Dantas is doing well at Bayern too? João Pedro. Man, Thiago Dantas. See, look, I need him in the first team because I don't care how good he looks in the second team, because I've seen Zirkzee look amazing, look like a baller. You know, I saw Wright, the guy that left. He's now in the Netherlands playing for, the team. He left and he looked like a baller. Everyone was like, that's our Lewandowski. And he left, and he every time he played for us for a few minutes in the first team, he didn't look all that. So I need to see Thiago Dantas in the first team. And of course, people are saying build muscle. And I think it's in his contract when we signed him that we can't play him in the first, I don't know, until January. So he's going to be registered in the first team. He can play in the first team starting January. So I want to see Dantas play in the first team. I love the kid, but I need to see him in the first team. I need new mods, guys. Supreme Tim, thank you so much for joining us. He says, see ya. Lamptey is class. We was gutted. He never stayed at Chelsea. What is with Chelsea? Here's the problem with Chelsea. Chelsea are very impatient. Musiala probably, they offered to keep Musiala, but he didn't want to stay at Chelsea because he knew if I stay here, they're probably going to get rid of me if I don't, perform right away. And Musiala knew that. Look, he looked at Hazard's situation. He wasn't given that much of an opportunity. Granted, Jose Mourinho, he doesn't really play young players that much. So maybe that's the point with Chelsea. They have a very big problem. Bayern are a small club. Man United, Real Betis are all big. I don't even want to finish reading that. I wanted to get Juve so we can ruin Ronaldo the way we ruined Messi. I don't think we'd ruin Juventus. In Serie A, they're not playing that well, but in the Champions League, these guys, they're in form. I think Juventus are one of the favorites this year. I know it sounds ludicrous, but they're up there for goals scored. 14. Well, we scored 18. Oh my goodness. 2 Bundesliga teams in the top 3 goals scored in the Champions League. And Leipzig are in 12, I believe, or something else. I don't know, man. Farmers League are ruling. There are, well, to be fair, there are 3 Premier League teams. Man United scored 15 goals and somehow still ended up in the Europa League. That just shows you the Champions League doesn't care. I love this chat, man. This chat today has been amazing. Leave a like on the video, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in today. I do need new mods. I don't know. Whoever is here more frequently, please read the Reece James comment. For me, better than Lamptey. No, Lamptey's better. You're so happy. Real now. Hey, my man copied my name. I like to see it, man. My influence is growing. But this guy, Real Madrid fan, you somehow got to the Champions League knockouts. I don't know how you did it. Oh, man. Well, actually, if Inter Milan won and Gladbach drew with Real Madrid, if Gladbach scored that one goal, that big chance, 1v1, he tries to chirp it, just smack it. You know, Courtois ain't Manuel Neuer. He ain't going to make that type of save. Just smack the ball at him. Alexander Player thinks he's Ronaldo Lazaro and he's trying to chip the goalkeeper. If he just smashes it at Courtois, that goes in. And it's 1-1, and I think the game ends at 1-1 or 2-2. That would be amazing. And Real Madrid would be in the Europa League, if Inter won, of course. And it would be amazing to get a team like Real Madrid. When did you become a Bayern fan? Ein Robin. We all are gross. If we're the farmers, then Prem teams are the pigs we have to look after. That's funny, man. Dashier with the jokes. So you can make jokes and not get offended for other people. Is Cousins coming back? Oh my goodness, Mikel Cousins. Honestly, I was expecting him to do a lot more in Ligue 1. I was expecting him to rip it apart. He's on loan. So, wow. So, Bavarian Football Works, very, very good source. Let me actually read this about Mikel Cousins, and that's a very good question. Results coming to be mixed for Bayern's cast of lonelies. I'm not sure. I have not watched Cousins at all. In 10 contests across all competitions for Olympique Marseille this season, Cousins has registered an assist and is completing 90% of his passes, but is otherwise not lit up to the score sheet. So he's playing behind. I guess he's producing. I don't know. It would be ideal if Cousins would be able to produce more. He certainly has the talent to be a big contributor. Yeah, Cousins needs to stay off tour. Okay, all right. Bavarian Football Works. They're keeping you up to date. Adrian Fine, I'm not so sure. Wow, Fine has not registered a goal and assist, where he's a DM. It's funny because everyone was like, Adrian Fine, wow, he's the next Schweinsteiger. And then Flick comes in and he's like, well, go back on loan. I think he'll stay at PSV Eindhoven. He's 24. Maybe Flick just doesn't rate him as highly as we do. But Lucas Mai is playing very well for Darmstadt. Yeah, he's playing very well for Darmstadt, I'm hearing. He's winning 71% of his ground duels and 59% of his aerial duels. I'm happy for him. Yeah. Saprit Singh, the kid is still in New Zealand, so I'm not exactly sure if it's a family thing. Batista Mai, still in his thing, but apparently he had the vid, so yeah, he not really getting into his rhythm ever since he had that. So that's maybe I should do a Bayern loan watch. That'd be cool. Do you think Thomas Muller will return to the national team? I wouldn't want him to. I'm not a Germany national team fan, so I wouldn't want him to. Why? Because after, De Bruyne and all these other attacking midfielders in the world, after they come back from their international breaks, they're all tired, while Thomas Muller is full of energy, and the Ramdata can just be absolutely quintessential. Muller's always in form, and I think one of those reasons is because, oh my goodness, man, Chelsea fans are here. Oh, please leave us alone. No. Oh my goodness, why are you still here? We already got over the Kai Bumvert story. Kai Gutsa. We got over that. Please leave me alone. So, yeah, Thomas Muller, I wouldn't want him in the Germany national team because, yeah, he just gets to relax and take a break, and that's why he never gets rested. I'm sorry, I'm selfish. Okay, if I could choose, I wouldn't make any Bayern players go to the Germany national team. I would hold all of them against their will. Kai Havertz is a flop. That's what I like to see. Chelsea are a tin pot club. That's what I like to see. Okay, get these Chelsea fans out of here, man. Timo Rata Werner scores 2 goals for you, and all of a sudden you want to get this type of chest, talking to me with your chest. That's not what I like to see. Yeah, I think this is the end of the show, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We are so close to 6,000 subscribers. Let me actually check, let everyone know so you can share. We had 2 new subscribers. I believe Polly and then Shivon, all right? We are 8 subscribers away from 5,920, so make sure you subscribe. Wow, make sure you subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Mia San Mia and peace. Chelsea will get mopped by Bayern yet again, says Kyo10. That's what I like to hear. Bayern small club farmers. Yes, sure. 4 farmers leagues, in the Champions League, and 3 of the best league in the world remaining. 2 if you exclude all the bums. Man City will flop, Chelsea will flop. So Liverpool, realistically, are the only English team left in the Champions League.